My name is Jason and I'm from the UK and I'm a psychotherapist. I work mainly with children, but I do also work with adults and couples as well. I run groups. My discovery of Yoga Nidra was really almost kind of by mistake in a way. So I went through a divorce about 2 years ago and I was living on my own again for the first time in quite a long time. I was just putting this on in the morning and listening to like guided meditations and stuff like that. And then I came across Yoga Nidra and I started listening to these, and I don't know what it was, but something drew me into that. I can't really explain it, but there's something about her voice, the way she delivers, that I just really resonated with. So I got on a call with her and we just really connected. And actually, honestly, initially, I was a bit unsure as to whether I could do it financially and time-wise, whether I so I kind of, first call I had with her, I was like, I'm not really sure, I need to think about this. But I went away and it was literally a week later, I messaged her and said, no, I've decided I'm definitely going to do it. So we then got on another call and that was pretty much a year ago. And here I am now. And so when she launched this program, I thought, this is a chance to dive deeper into that and learn more and understand it more, which was really the reason I joined. Just thought, it will be an opportunity, even if it's online, to meet other people with similar kind of interests. That's as important to me as learning from Ayla. It's been the connections that I've made with other people on that, and just the chat that we have on school and stuff like that. It always feels really meaningful, So from that point of view, I'm so glad that I did join. The shifts in me as a person I can't even begin. We could be here for another hour. It's not immediately obvious to other people maybe, but for me, I just feel a lot happier, calmer, and more confident. And what I could also say, even though it's not like one of those things where you just sit down and decide to manifest things in your life, I would say in the last 6 to 8 months at least, the opportunities that have arisen for me in terms of my career and my life generally have been huge. And that, I believe, is an internal confidence that I'm kind of resonating out into the world. And like nothing is a problem for me anymore. Well, I say nothing, but it's like I can meet a lot of challenges because my work is quite challenging. The work that I do is very challenging sometimes. And I never wake up on Monday morning with that Monday morning feeling of, oh, I've got to go to work today. So that would be what I would say. There's been that big shift and the opportunities that have arisen. Started was I had no preconceptions as to what it was going to be like, and I kind of loved the fact that she was really honest right from the start about, oh, hey, this is a journey we're all going on together. And so her approach was always very, very calm and very well, just kind of relaxed, and quite, she's got a great sense of humor as well. She doesn't take herself too seriously, which also I love. And so you felt like you were learning, but you weren't learning from someone who was like a kind of strict teacher, in a sense of like everything has to be exact and correct and right. And, it was all really very, very relaxed. And I think in that way, I learned a lot more, just because, and she laid out the program pretty well, but she was also open to people saying, oh, could you explain that a bit better or differently or whatever. But it was just the idea that you could say, oh, I didn't quite understand that, or I don't get what you mean there. And so I felt like it was so easy to kind of absorb the teaching that she was giving and really understand it better, better than I thought I did already, if you see what I mean. And so from that point of view, it was really a really nice, pleasant surprise, that because what was also great was contributions that people made. So you could learn not just from Ayla, but from other people as well. And she was very open to that. I think she's always been really appreciative of other people's knowledge as well. So that was a really great surprise in a way. I mean, I would just say, just do it, just go for it, because you won't regret it, and it will be an opportunity for you to meet like-minded people, as I said before, and to really learn something from the inside rather than just being a passive receiver, because if people have you know, a person that I did a guidance for the other day, she was like blown away by it, and she was like, wow, I just didn't realize something like this could be so powerful. On the days when I missed the live transmissions, I was always really gutted, because I was like, it's so nice to be in that space with other people, you know. I mean, sometimes I fell asleep because it was too late, you know, the time difference, but it was always like, no, I want to do this, I want to be there live, you know. And that's part of the experience, is just experiencing it with other people. And nobody could doubt for 1 second that she's not 100% genuine, you know. Like, there are people out there that are very good at marketing themselves and schmoozing people, and you know, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily completely false, but you know, you can tell that Ayla is 100% genuine. And when she gives you her time, she gives you 100% of her time, and that has always felt really special. We know from those times where she'll suddenly start crying in the middle of talking about something, how deeply passionate she is about what she does. And that is the one thing that I think more than anything attracted me to her specifically, is just her passion, because it's so evident. And you know, that means a lot. I think whatever you do in life, if you do it with passion, you can make a difference to other people, and that's what she's doing. So that would be the one thing, the one extra thing I would say about the whole thing.